Hello YouTube, this is a new style of content. There will be more videos like this and also the same ones that you're used to watching already, but this is a new thing that we've added. Some of the clips from these movies were a bit too spicy for YouTube, so we wound up doing some edits. So we turned things black and white for some of the parts that were way too bloody, so they're just getting sprayed with chocolate or something. And then for some of the more gory graphic parts, we actually had to pixelate them and turn them black and white. It still functions well as a video, it's still watchable. It still makes sense. You can still tell what's going on. It's fine. However, if you want to see the uncensored version, I wanted to make sure there was an uncensored one. You can see it in two different places. One of them being patreon.com/YMS. Only $1 a month gets you access. And I mean, you can just literally just $1 and then stop subscribing if you really wanted to. The other place is my website, yourmoviesucks.org. It'll be up there in the next day or so, but I'm not sure. Anyway, thank you so much. Enjoy, and check the comment below, the pinned comment, for more details about what this content is. Thank you so much. Hello, Blade time. I'm a little tired, but now is when we got to do it. It was recommended for a podcast by Ralph.
I'm going to recommend Blade.
As he recommended it, he said it was cheesy. So this seems like the type of thing to watch in this way. I would be watching it anyway. We're going to do the whole trilogy, I guess. If I can, I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. I might stay awake that long. Blade! It's going to be cheesy. It's crazy that I've never seen these. Because this is like in my generation of like cheese. 1998, like these have like a cult following, right?
Police found her in the street. Looks like she was bitten.
This is what Joe Biden's America looks like. Stephen Dorff, Blade. Chris Christopherson. How do you pronounce that first name? Bush. These are like fake names. Was now a person's name?
Prostaskis!
What did you just say?
Prostaskis. Are you Russian? Or dragon? What's the purpose of that noise and that cut happening so much? Andrew J. Horny. Yeah. These are all fake names. What the fuck? Clubs are always so well lit in films. Make them dark. I like the club scene in Black Swan.
Mina!
What the? Yeah, it came from beside you. The camera knows what's up. Oh. Oh, is it real? Are they all gonna... What's happening? Are they getting seasoned? That's gonna get in your drinks. Oh no.
What's wrong, baby?
Pretend to be one. This is funny. This is funny. Oh. Surprise, motherfucker.
It's Blade. It's the Daywalker.
Something different about this vampire.
Daywalker!
Oh, gun. I love the soundtrack. Wow! This is a year before The Matrix. It's doing a lot of the same music cues. It's not bad at all for 1998 effect. No fun. It's the horny police. Yes, one at a time, please. This is hilarious. Is Wesley Snipes like a good actor? Like, I haven't seen him in a lot. Because he doesn't feel like one in this movie, is all I'm gonna say.
Thought I might try fire.
Classic noise. Why, if the vampires hang out at night, why wasn't there clubbing scene during the day inside? They're all like the equivalent of day drinkers then.
Jesus, that's rank.
I guess they're just drinking blood though.
He said he was still screaming when they found him.
But he wasn't.
I thought you promised to give me some distance.
This camera work is very annoying here. It's like they don't know what they're trying to look at. Are they just looking at her tits? Crispy! Bacon!
But then I remember how much of an asshole you were.
You want to cut me
They're
some slack here?
dating. I like how they established the relationship just for him to die. That was very funny. Oh. Hey!
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
That's funny. Came here to finish you off and then get distracted and steal a woman. Wow! That's funny. That was ridiculous. She's got to have like a broken something, right? I like the idea that the third one's bad. I guess the third one's just not as fun. I'm gonna have this Truly. It is strawberry lemonade flavor hard seltzer. How many calories? 200? 130 for the whole can? Wow. He looks very different without his sunglasses, you know?
She's borderline.
Borderline a bitch. Borderline some kind of hoe.
I'm gonna inject you with allium sedum, garlic.
I'm gonna inject you with garlic? As a doctor, she should say, please don't. Have you heard about, like, some idiot that tried to, like, shoot up psilocybin, and then it just, like, infected his bloodstream and started growing, like, spores of, like, it, like, almost killed him. It was, like, growing inside his blood. Like, why would you do that?
The man had a history of opioid dependence and bipolar disorder.
Could you imagine, like, injecting drugs and also not even, like, researching whether or not what you're putting in your system could potentially be injected ever? Like, that's crazy to me.
50-50.
I've never shot up anything. I've done plenty of drugs that I could have shot up, but that's kind of funny. Is his sword, like, that special? What's his sword, like, what's so crazy about his sword that, like... This is great. This is a good scene.
You met Blade.
Oh god, that's so funny. She seems to have gotten over her boyfriend pretty quickly. Also, like, that shot where I was like, it seems like the camera is confused at what it's supposed to be looking at. That, like, handheld swaying shaky shit, that hasn't appeared back again at all. That's an out. I thought it was like gonna be a part of the style, but everything else is like pretty stationary to a degree. Like it's not. It doesn't feel like that anymore.
Here. Vampire mace.
Vampire mace? Is Blade a vampire? Or he's not a vampire? Never go full vampire. So he's part vampire, and the injections keep him from going full vampire, right? I'm just wondering how Ryan Reynolds makes his way into the third movie.
We're in a library.
Those Band-Aids are the funniest fucking thing. the whitest Band-Aids you could find. They didn't even make those for white people. Oh yeah, she just loves putting Japanese flags on her neck. Gay.
Because you're dead too, bitch.
Yay! Oh, my specific vampire mace. Also, you can still shoot if you want. You know, people that want to use guns can just lunge at people.
Who said I was a vampire?
That was a funny shot. What was that sound effect? What did he do?
Wait a minute. You use me as bait?
Get over it.
It's crazy how annoyingly female leads were written for so long. Like, any major movie, like, she would just exist and be like, wow, you're trying to save me? Like, that's all, that's every female character in movies, like, big movies for decades.
You're useless.
Can you just walk around with a sword in your back? That's gotta be uncomfortable as fuck. Sitting in a car seat with a sword attached to your back. Hell yeah. Love the soundtrack. Green screen. Love the feel. This is very nostalgic for me. The fast motion is a little much, though. That sound effect! Ah! That roar sound effect was the same as fucking, the dogs dying in Silent Hill 4. Love the tunes! Who's this actor? He seems familiar.
There's someone here to see you.
This is some fat fuck. Oh my god, it is. Why are you farting? Who feeds them bloods? And why so much? Do they poop anywhere, or do they just shit on the floor forever? This is so weird.
Steve wanted this huge, massive vampire, and he would just sit there and he couldn't move. He'd been there for hundreds of years, and they would bring him young kids to feed on and blood packs to drink out of, and he ran the computer thing and guarded the door.
Wow, combo. Stop it. Just fucking... If you grab her foot, just like throw her. You could knock her off balance, you know? This is a very sad fight scene. It's spoiling that he's like he's gonna be captured. Yeah, like the music itself was spoiling the outcome of the fight. You stab me in a spot that's not like protected by armor. Shit. Punch the white woman.
What's wrong?
It's dislocated.
Let me help you.
I like how they just like relocate each other's joints. Get away, idiot. You're dumb because you're a woman or something. That's the stuff. Did you have something to actually like pierce your skin? You're just holding the vial to your neck.
You're one of them, aren't you?
No! I'm Crypto Vampire.
Blade's mother was attacked by a vampire while she was pregnant. She died, but he lived.
Did you witness this, or is this just like you figure that happened? Attacked by a vampire while pregnant.
Silver.
That effect was kind of funny.
Get it.
Yeah! So good.
Jesus.
The coconut in this sauce.
Have a nice day.
Take a step back.
Excuse me. Oh, that's so good. Even the burps taste good. It's a good pasta.
Sorry.
She is so useless. Why do they gotta write female leads to be so annoying in these movies? Why is there always a Chinatown scene in every movie? Also, is it just... It's so Chinese people watch it?
Daywalker.
Gaywalker. I mean, Daywalker. Kill the child. There's no stakes. You're not gonna kill a child. Even if the movie's R-rated, you're not gonna kill the child. Kill the child.
You think the humans will ever accept
Kill the child.
plague, war, famine? Morality doesn't even...
Why are you so racist against Chinese people? What the fuck?
Natural selection, man.
Why does he hate Chinese people? Look at these animals. Fucking freaks. We need a new race. Like, that's... Show Chinese people. Like, what the fuck?
You're nothing to me but another dead vampire.
In a perfect world, this would be the end of the movie, but we're like halfway through. Break her neck. She's doing pretty good for being held up by her head.
You want to take the hard road.
She's like not even screaming.
You're gonna wish that
She's breathing fine. She's used to it. Do it. Yeah, kill the child. She's fine. Shoot the child. You're fine. You're gonna get saved. The bus driver was racist, so they didn't stop. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bullshit movie. Dumb. Just kill more children, okay?
I said get out of here!
This is a very boring second half of the movie. This is like incredibly boring. This movie is way longer than it should be. This is very Matrixy. But the Matrix hadn't come out yet. You're gonna break your motorcycle. This is just the Matrix. Oh, I like I like when every movie was like, yeah, you can see electricity. It's blue. Obviously. And then it stopped happening for a while, and then The Amazing Spider-Man 2 brought it back. Oh my god, get on with it. I don't care about her. Hurry up! This is so boring. Get me out of here!
Get me out of here!
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
Just get me out!
Get me out!
Get me out of here!
Get me out of here!
Help me!
Help me!
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! I didn't do anything. Just get me out!
Get me out!
Get me out of here!
Don't touch me.
What?
Eric, look at me.
Why is his name Eric?
Vampires are my people now.
Call him Blade. Blood time. You know, sometimes movie blood seems like a bit too like bright and painty. I'm like, blood looks a little bit darker. But then there was a real video, like one of the most disturbing videos I've ever seen, of some guy who was like clearly on drugs, punching through like a pub window from the outside. He was like outside. I think he was like naked or something too. He's like, what? And he like got mad and he punched through the window, and the blood just like painted the fucking wall. And I was like, wow. And it looked a lot like movie blood, but it was like real. I think it's maybe like different when it's arterial, like when it's like right from the artery, because he like severed an artery. Like he severed an artery like hard. That shit sprayed like that was like a water balloon.
No more compromises.
He's vaping, bro. He's got such a silly face.
You're bleeding to death.
Well, fucking, like, seal the wound, you idiot. You're a blood doctor. You don't know how to cut off circulation? Use one of your many articles of clothing to fucking tie around his wrist. You're so useless.
I want you to take some of my blood.
Are we the same blood type? It takes itself too seriously for what it is at this point. It was fun in the first half.
But we all kind of thought it's a little cheesy, this big blood thing conceptually, and we saw actually like still animatic shots of it.
I'm your mother.
It's your mother. You never call. Oh, that's funny. That's a funny effect. That's hilarious. Why did bones get to fly? That's very silly. The bones out of the bones. I'm just imagining filming, like the actors pretending like things are going through it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yo, why do you penetrate your mom? Why does she have black bones? That's racist. It's Morbin time! See, in this fight scene, you know he's winning because the music says so. You don't even have to look at it. You know he's gonna win this fight. See, even though there's more of them this time, the music's letting you know that he's gonna win. Wow, you stink. You let that happen. That's very funny. Garlic! My head explodes. Wow. Okay, neither of you are connecting. Why are you kicking? Every vampire knows Kung Fu.
Everybody knew God knows Kung Fu!
Oh. Uh-oh, I'm sticky. What if I cut you more times? Ow! Ow. Maybe I shouldn't have just jumped. No blood. It would have been cool if some blood splashed on him, but they didn't. Are you my mom? Moscow, whoa.
Ты будешь жить вечно.
Блядь! Yeah, even if... Yeah, I don't know why you went to Russia. That's a good question. What else has Stephen Norrington directed? Oh my god. Only 4 films. Death Machine and Last Minute, Blade, and The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
and it led us to this guy Steve Norrington, who made this low-budget movie that was very well shot and well directed in terms of action, and we all thought he was the right guy for the job.
I think that Norrington, maybe his worldview is perhaps a little bit of a comic book view.
The best part about this movie is like the soundtrack, probably. Second half really killed it. All right, how did Blade do box office wise? 45 million. Wow, $45 million budget. Worldwide, 131 million gross. So pretty good. It's profitable. I mean, yeah, there was some fun stuff in the first half, and then it just like got really fucking boring and just fizzled out. Not only fizzled out, but became like unbearable. Like it was just so aggressively boring.
Blade is a very graphic, violent, dark movie, and the big question to me will be if a second film is made, will it be more user friendly? Will it go the Batman route?
We'll see.
All right, Blade 1, we did it. All right, Blade 2. Blade I. What year is Blade 2? 2002. Apparently this is the best one, I guess. So this one's directed by Guillermo del Toro. Meow.
Yes.
Yes.
Jared Nomack, we're ready for you.
So this is a vampire place that pays people for blood. That's crazy. That's funny, actually. I like this conceptually. Also, do they pay you for that shit in America? Like, I don't know if they do that in Canada. I don't know if you get paid for blood.
It depends. We came up with some unusual results on your blood test.
AIDS! If they drink junkie blood, do they get high and AIDS?
Sit down, please.
I mean, he looks like a vampire, but he's not.
What is this?
You're getting morbed, Jared. Oh, is he a vampire? What's going on? Getting morbed. Okay. Director of Best Picture is Shape of Water. Blade II. I hate that it's in his back. It looks so uncomfortable. It doesn't look cool.
There is also this thing that happens to cosplayers who want to do Blade and other movies like it, which is when you have a blade that's mounted to your back, it turns out it's impossible for you to draw it.
Okay.
Because you can't pull it out enough to get out of its scabbard.
Somehow even more video gamey than the first movie. This is definitely better shot than the first film. By like a significant margin. I just want to imagine Guillermo del Toro and Wesley Snipes having conversations with each other about like the character or something.
Would it be better if after you put the cylinder, you move first?
Make you comfortable to go behind your back. Because you're like...
Well, no, yeah, that's what I played. I played the doors coming down, all you motherfuckers. I remember I got this shit right here.
Exactly.
I should look up if Wesley Snipes is in jail right now. Income tax conviction. Is that? No, it's not. It looked like Antonio Banderas for like a split second. 6 counts of willfully failing to file federal income tax returns by their filing dates. A false tax refund claim of over $4 million for the year 1996. Imagine filing your taxes for a $4 million refund. Holy shit. Wesley Snipes is a millionaire, and he told the government on his tax return, like, you owe me $4 million. Wow, $4 million in 96 and a false
trying to steal $10 million from taxpayers.
That's actually really bad. Like $4 million is already
like, that comes from like
3 years of jail time for $10 million. I'd do 3 years in jail for $10 million. $10 million for 3 years in jail? That's a good trade.
Like a heroin addict.
I'm not watching the movie. You're right. It's Blade 2. Yeah, I'm reading about. Is that Norman Reedus?
I see you kill a motherfucker right now.
That's Norman Reedus. All right, I'm gonna see what this spicy, extra spicy Caesar's like. But I didn't realize the Snipes tax shit was that bad, but I guess it must have been if you send a celebrity to jail. Wesley Snipes, you crazy piece of shit.
What's up? Nice to meet you, man. I heard a lot about you.
Gotta deliver some Amazon packages. Powerpuff Girls. It's crazy that he had a shotgun at the beginning of the first Blade movie, and then he just uses a sword for the rest of, like, the trilogy, I guess. He was like, that was too easy.
And I asked New Line for every single piece of film shot by Norrington on the first one. And I went in and I watched, I saw every single piece of raw dailies. And then I analyzed the movie. And then I said, this is what I don't want to do with it. This is what I'm going to preserve because I wanted to give it continuity.
Kill the girl. That's CG, though. That was weird.
We represent the ruling body of the Vampire Nation.
Stop calling it the Vampire Nation. The Vampire Nation? Like, what do you mean by nation?
This is Nisa.
Nisa, horny. Kill the girl.
Eliminating
He reminds me of Guy Pearce.
Do this, all right?
We'll play
It's boring again.
take us in deeper than
It's so boring. Go to the shooty shoot parts. I mean the punch parts. Go to the punchy parts. Punch his pony hole.
You got an explosive device stuck to the back of your hand.
Is he Jigsaw? I've just installed a device in the back of your head that makes you go bye-bye. You're in, dude! Blood party! That white guy with the lanky arms is really funny. Why did they have like an extra bright light on him? Or is his skin so white that it was like reflective? Are those razor blades? That's so silly. What are you doing?
I'm a really boring guy in daily life. I don't like nightlife. What I wanted in this House of Pain is to have a place where people can go and drink a human without problem, without being bothered.
Okay.
Kiss each other with razor blades on their mouths. Mutilate each other for fun and leave scars and all that. Open back massage. But you need to really be...
What the fuck? What was that? Oh, what are you... This is a weirder club than in cruising. What a weird club. No one looks like they're enjoying themselves either. They're like very seriously faced. There's people like dancing like... Whee! I just want to know why people hate Blade 3 compared to the other two. Blade 3 seems like it might be more interesting if it's worse. He's just a predator and an alien. He's a pred alien. Okay, there's some cool effects. I can't get over just how shitty Wesley Snipes is. I'm just like, how... Actually, I shouldn't pay taxes because I'm not a real citizen. By the way, the government owes me $10 million. It's crazy that all of you have seen this movie. Like all the Blade movies. Are bullet holes really? That's not... What? How big? What the fuck? Jelly! Gelatined blood. Oh, a blood pool. I'm gonna soak up the blood. Gonna tell everyone to drink my blood. Boring. More Powerpuffs. Yeah, it's very boring.
Remember to protect yourselves.
This is not... I hate the dialogue scenes in this movie. Needs more Morbin. Needs more Bin.
It's Morbin time.
Oh boy! I just want to know how the third one's so bad.
What are you looking for?
And Ryan Reynolds is in it. Like, I want to know how... That seems like way more fun. It seems like it's so much worse that I have to watch it, you know? Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is an annoying idiot. I don't know. I can't speak to what he is in real life, but I don't like his performances. He's probably a nice person in real life. I don't know if I ever told this story on stream, but when I was in Atlanta for my boyfriend's birthday, on a whim, I decided, well, because it was available, I did like half a tab of acid, and then I was peeking on acid and I checked my phone, and I got a message from my mother saying, just watched Free Guy, we both really enjoyed it. And I was like, there's no way that this is real. Like, I thought it was April 2nd, and I was like, this has to be an April Fool's joke. And so I didn't respond. And this was like at the very beginning of like a very long acid trip. And every time I wanted to check my phone to see how, because like I would log when I dropped the acid, and so every time I go to check my phone to see how long it's been, I see the notification of my mom saying, just watched Free Guy, we both really enjoyed it. So like both meaning my dad. I was like, I know my dad didn't enjoy that for sure. And I was like, this is definitely an April Fool's joke. And I thought for sure my brother put my mom up to this. And it turns out after I had responded the day later, when I was sober, I responded saying, I don't believe you. April Fool's. And she said, no, I was really serious. I really enjoyed it. And I still didn't believe her. And then I talked to her in person. She apparently enjoyed it. And then I talked to my dad, and he's like, he didn't enjoy it. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe if she was... So part of that was untrue. Because I didn't think my dad would enjoy it. It's like, there's no way. I don't know why my mom enjoyed it. Probably just because it was Ryan Reynolds. I don't understand. It's funny that it's a mom movie, though. I think it speaks volumes to Free Guy. No offense, Mom. And by this point, I had already released a video talking about how much I hate it. So it's like, this has to be a joke, right? And I was scared because I was high and I didn't want to be rude in case it wasn't a joke, but then it turns out when I was sober, I guess I was kind of rude because it wasn't a joke. But at least I was sober when I did it. I don't know why people like it, or just people love Ryan Reynolds. I think that's it. If it was anybody else in the movie. If it was Jared Leto's Free Guy, nobody would think it's a good movie. Why is the first Blade rated higher on IMDb? This is like much more competently shot. Wait! Wait! He said that so delayed too. Like, if she was gonna shoot him, him saying anything wouldn't have done anything. She had already decided not to shoot. Goyer directed the third one? Wow, that's crazy. So he wrote all three. So what the fuck is Goyer's deal why does he write such bullshit? And also The Dark Knight? Because you need somebody else who's actually talented to like rein him in? He's attached to like a lot of bullshit and a lot of bullshit, and then also the Batman Dark Knight trilogy and Dark City. I don't remember Dark City being like an amazing screenplay or anything, but we're sad now. Stab your hand. We haven't seen much of the safety anti-piracy device on his sword.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I don't like how he talks this entire franchise, too. It would be funny if he pressed the button and a video of, like, him and his daughter started playing on a projector.
I'm sorry, man.
Nobody tell anyone what movie that's a reference to. That's a spoiler. Oh.
Great.
I just wanted to blow up your hand. I just pressed the fake button. Whatever. Shing! Those sound effects are very... That sword sound effect? What was that? I didn't even see a visual for that. Surely that wasn't the door opening, right? Those sound effects are so bad! Why? Every bad sound effect is happening within the past 30 seconds. This is crazy. Hacha! Wubba! Ow! Ow! Those sound effects are so silly. Do you want to, like, he's bleeding from his wrists. Do you want to, like, tie your shirt around his arms to stop the bleeding? Like the woman should have done in the last movie also? You're so useless! Does anybody know anything about blood loss? Any of these vampire characters? They can regenerate? Well then, whatever. Isn't he half vampire? Father! There's a Taiwanese film called The Sadness But now I don't have to watch it because I'm experiencing the sadness watching the Blade trilogy. This song is a classic. I've heard this in like anti-piracy ads or some shit. Yeah. This entire soundtrack is basically you wouldn't steal a DVD. Father! Yum! Incest, but it's between men, so it's not. Never mind.
It's not incest between men.
What? I forgot this part. He's gonna finish you off now. What was that? He just kind of like massaged his chest a little. That's a funny CG shot. Love it. What are they gonna do with Marvel Blade? Like, what are they gonna do there? I guess they're just gonna make a Marvel movie. There's a lot more action in this movie than the first one. They don't make you wait as long in the dialogue scenes in this movie. It's much better structured and paced. It's not like an amazing movie or anything. Was I just not paying attention to like what happened to like the first girl from the first movie? Did she die at the end, or like did they explain why she's not in this movie? Is it just sort of like we don't care about her?
I want to see the sun.
Well, I'll show you a moon, and then just sits on her face. And that's how she dies. Well, you're not looking at the sun. I thought you wanted to see it, you idiot. You're not even looking. The sun came out quick. Okay, that was dumb. So why do both movies end with him like going to the other side of the world and killing someone? All right, 5 out of 10. That's all right. Boring, but yeah, I'm so intrigued about the third movie now. I just want to. So clearly, here's my predictions for the third movie. The fight scenes are going to be really clumsy, and the effects are going to be really bad. That's my prediction. All right, Blade Trinity. Apparently this one's really bad. Can't wait. Okay.
In the movies, Dracula wears a cape.
Oh god, Ryan Reynolds. Alright, I'll hold that thought.
The rest of us were just along for the ride.
Can't believe you would start a Blade movie with a Ryan Reynolds monologue. They thought Blade, and then decided Ryan Reynolds monologue voiceover. This looks dramatically different for 2 years after the previous film. This looks like an entirely different decade in terms of like the way the film looks. This looks radically different. What the hell? And then the effects are pretty bad. Okay, epilepsy warning. Sorry, everybody. That was silly. So far, not as boring, but we'll see. It's Ghost Rider. This is funny as fuck. Why not? Okay, this is stupid. Alright, you're gonna do the title and then just cut back to the same shot? That's weird. The music is particularly bad in this one, you're right. I wonder who did the music. It does sound like they got it from like a website. Phillips Revenge Cold IPA. Haven't tried this beer before. I love Phillips. They're my favorite brewery, probably. So, we'll see how it is. It's good. Not my favorite IPA, but it's good. Yeah, so far, like, yeah. This is why I was intrigued. Is like, you take boring, and then you make the fans of the boring movie mad. What do you have? It's probably not as boring. This is so silly and very poorly shot. That's like a YouTuber-made movie effect. Wow. Wesley Snipes refused to shoot scenes during this movie? That sounds funny. Yeah, I want to know about the making of for this. That sound effect. Production troubles. Reportedly, Wesley Snipes was unhappy with the film's script and original choice of director David S. Goyer, who had written all 3 films in the franchise and was then selected to replace the director of the film, which Snipes also protested. Snipes reportedly caused difficulty during filming, including frequently refusing to shoot scenes, often forcing director Goyer to use stand-ins and computer effects to add his character to scenes. Ah!
One particular scene that Wesley was supposed to be in that he wasn't in. He wasn't available to us that day. And Conrad, of his own accord, took some footage from an entirely different scene and just cut it in, and it worked perfectly, and everyone was shocked. It was as if Wesley had been in the scene. The audience will never be able to tell.
Silver hollow points.
Done. It was amazing.
Sometimes, the scariest monster of all.
Goyer described making the film as the most personally and professionally difficult and painful thing I have ever been through. Quote. Co-star Patton Oswalt alleged that Snipes would spend much of the time smoking marijuana in his trailer, and that he became violent with Goyer after accusing him of racism.
We're working days, we're working nights. Usually it's 12 to 16 hours, so, you know, either we all love each other or either we're just at each other's throats. Like, if I really could bite you on the neck, I'd bite you on the neck.
It has also been alleged that Snipes refused to interact with Goyer or his co-stars, and would instead communicate with them through his assistant or the use of notes. Snipes also allegedly referred to co-star Ryan Reynolds as a cracker. I was, of course, referring to the snack, and that's what he was, yes. Snipes denied that version of events and said that as an executive producer on the film, that he had the authority to make decisions, but some people had difficulty accepting that. Wesley Snipes sounds like kind of an asshole. How could Ralph not recommend this one? Why would he recommend Blade 2 and not this? This music is awful. Who did the music? How is it worse than the guy that scored Amusement?
He's an action hero, but he's a black action hero.
He went half vampire, so I think musically to find something that fits him, I think it's quite challenging.
It's just a collaboration, you know what I mean?
It was sort of halfway in between techno or urban orchestral score. A young composer named Ramin Djawadi, who worked with Hans Zimmer, who is a very well-known composer.
I guess the guy that scored Amusement is like bland music, not necessarily awful. That facial expression was amazing. She's overacting, and it's fucking hilarious. Oh my god, who is she?
Danica Talos is played by Parker Posey.
Parker Posey? Parker Posey sounds like a made-up name. It's gonna be interesting seeing Patton Oswalt in this also. In his bravest role since Space Cop.
Space Cop, can you hear me? It's me, the chief of the Space Police.
You shouldn't have woken me.
That effect was really bad.
Drake, we did a lot of work on his voice to make him a little more evil. Some very subtle things to try to give it a sense of otherworldliness.
And you'd like me to kill him, wouldn't you?
I know you. What is your name? So familiar. Who are you? Who are you? Who is he? He's so familiar. What the fuck? Who is he? He was the brother in Uncut Gems? Eric Bogoslan. Uncut Gems. Why does Wesley Snipes look like he's in blackface in this movie? It's Eminem! She's gonna get venomed and then morbed. God, the killer combo. Oh no, her baby. Oh no, garlic, even though I'm not a vampire. Oh, it is garlic. Okay, they are vampires. The coolness of this music does not reflect what's being shown because the action is terribly filmed. Like, lots of quick cut. Okay, that's Jessica Biel.
If you have to stop the action for 0.2 of a second so that you can get a character moment in, you do it. You don't just go cut, 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 cut.
Nice! Fucking, like, is this Dead Space? Nice! That was awesome. Fuck, why not? Is she gonna just... Oh yeah, she's disappeared. Oh no. Did she catch the train? Did she jump on it? Or did she just run really fast in case someone had a camera set up behind the train? Was that for the viewers? So far, the action to not action ratio is the best in this film. There hasn't been a lot of, like, nothing. There hasn't been a lot of talking. It's dumb. It's not great action, but... You know, it's like mindless brain rot, but you can, like, feel comfortable just, like, zoning out to it instead of, like, wanting to kill yourself in Minecraft. His acting's really bad. Wesley Snipes isn't, like, a good actor. I don't know what, like, performance I'm supposed to see if he's supposed to be a good actor. Not only, like, a bad actor, but just kind of a piece of shit human being. Yeah, what a dick. What a complete piece of shit. Some actors just have, like, names like Wesley Snipes, you know? Man, that's a That's a good actor name. Wesley Snipes. You're a celebrity now. Snipes, man.
President, don't fuck with my thing. There's a team.
Don't fuck with my thing. That was a great line. Even the dialogue scenes are like a bit more entertaining. It seems a bit more like casual and silly. Ah, those faces are funny. This is fun. This is silly. I like watching like kind of amateur directing.
Producers Lynn Harris and Peter Frankfurt that suggested I direct this, and I don't know why I wasn't even thinking about it at the moment. And they asked me while I was about halfway through writing this third film, and I said, well, let's see how the script turns out.
Cold drinks. Why is this in slow-mo? That's very silly. Pets! Ooh. Rubbies. What's her name again? Her actor's name's stupid. Parker Posey. Parker Posey gives pets. Her initials are PP.
It sounded like pee-pee. To go pee-pee.
Hey, PP. This is so funny. Come on. I'm glad I watched this one. This is great. I'm like not bored at all. I'm not bored.
Eating, ladies.
Oh god. Oh, the action's so terribly shot. Oh, the quick cuts. You can't tell what the fuck's going on.
Cut, 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 cut.
Ugh. Awful, awful. This is funnier after Free Guy. And then Deadpool showed up, is basically what just happened. This is so much better than the first two movies. In terms of entertainment value. Is this really the time? You just got your ass saved. You're not cool. What are you doing? What was the point of that? Yeah, the music is particularly... The music is the worst out of all three. I'm like into this. It's bad. Was that like a fart noise? What was that?
I can't shoot around corners.
I can.
Oh! I can. Oh my god, this music. This is so funny! I love this. Blade fans don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're stupid. And that's over. I don't know if everybody that likes Ryan Reynolds likes him because he's Deadpool, because I don't think my mom has ever watched Deadpool, and she definitely likes Ryan Reynolds.
I ate a lot of garlic. And I just farted.
Ryan is a terrific actor.
Silent but deadly.
He writes a lot of his own material, and he and I have had a lot of fun working together and coming up with little beats for Hannibal.
Your hairdo is ridiculous.
I think he's just got that sort of like really normie charisma, you know? He's got a bit of a frown in this movie. He's not quite playing Deadpool, but you can see it there. It's there because he doesn't have much range as an actor at all.
Casting all these actors, we look for an emotional range.
Acting with Ryan Reynolds has been like the cheekiest. I've never seen it acted with anyone so incredibly cheeky.
How about you take a sugar frosted fuck off the end of my dick?
I mean, he is just has those lines and he just spits them out, and he's really funny.
He's best at playing Deadpool because he doesn't have any range whatsoever. He shouldn't be a famous actor, honestly. He doesn't deserve to be. He doesn't deserve to be like a name actor at all, based on his performances. Like, what the fuck? Why is he an actor? Is it because of his name, Ryan Reynolds? Like, he's got an earring on his right ear. That means he's gay. Haha. I love mini CDs. Oh, is that a floppy disk? That's not even a mini CD. Shit. 2004. That's a floppy disk. Fuck. I used floppy disks in school when I was young. Now I just use floppy disks. Is this Mr. Guy? First name free? Also, that's the worst facial hair. How it like
Eventually, Abigail found me.
goes up like here.
Field managed to treat me with a cure.
I hate his facial hair. Jesus Christ. That's a 2004 cliche. Guy walking slow motion in a crowd of fast motion people. That's a very 2004 cliche.
Yeah.
Yeah. Count Chocula, you're eating vampire cereal? That's a fucking product placement. Ah.
Even vampire vibrators.
This is a vampire store. What is the name of the store? Did we find that out? That his forehead's doing some weird shit. That was so weird.
Let's face it.
Like, when am I gonna pee? Am I gonna pee this movie? I feel like I could.
There are thousands of them out there, maybe tens of thousands.
Should I pee now? I feel like now's the time.
Biological weapon.
I can't pee. This movie's so funny.
You sighted people.
This is all important. Will I get banned from Twitch if I pee in a bottle but it's below the frame?
Specifically a vampire.
And no one can really tell?
Calling it Daystar.
Think about it, Blade. Think you got them all out in one single move. So what's been holding you back?
Body.
The bottom line is we need a better strand of DNA to work with.
What'd they say?
We need Dracula.
Have you ever been laid?
Many times. With ladies.
Because it's worse if it's with men. That's another 2004 trope. Just blatant homophobia. I'm not bad and weird. I have sex with ladies. What's happening with this here?
Abby, it's Drake!
The worst Matrix dodge. He morbed. This soundtrack's awful. These whooshing sound effects. Oh, this thinks it's so cool. This is so funny.
Hundreds of you rodents make the same claim.
His acting's so bad. Same claim. I'm so hyped. Yes, the crying sound effect. This is so funny.
Is it gonna hurt?
The sound effects. Ew. What? What?
His name's Pac-Man.
Pac-Man? This is a better movie than the other ones. Oh, that's why he has an acting career. He's fit. Look at those abs, Jesus.
Both Ryan and Jessica were beautiful physical specimens before they started training. But Ryan's at something like 3.8% body fat.
And how about everyone here not saying the word dick provokes my envy?
Oh, canonically, she's penis envy? Why would she even say that? What the fuck? David S. Goyer, you crazy, homophobic, sexist, dumb piece of shit. Apparently in 2004, at least. What the fuck? Why would she say that, even? What kind of bullshit, like, what kind of bullshit penis bro script is this?
David Goyer has a very particular vision. It's got types of intelligence and humor that you just don't find in movies like this.
David Goyer's he's like smart, you know, sci-fi, geeky guy.
David S. Goyer has a penis for a head. David S. Goyer is a penis bro.
On my first day of shooting, the entire crew were wearing temporary tattoos that were cartoon representation of me, showing my own tattoos, and it said, "Got blood" on my chest.
I think we need to start calling folks like him penis bros, because that's what he is. Oh, dickhead? Yeah, that's a term that already exists that doesn't sound as weird as penis bro. We could use that, too. It's kind of what I was going for. This is so good! I love this tune! Oh my god. This is such a pointless sequence, but I love this. She has made a crucifix! Yeah, awfully filmed fight scenes. But, like, still way more fun than the other two movies, somehow. It really goes to show, you don't have to be a talented filmmaker, you just have to not have a lot of talking in your movie. That's... Oh, come on! Don't do that after The Matrix! No! You can't do that! Oh! This was at the same time? This is 5 years after The Matrix.
The first Blade film came out a year or so before The Matrix, and The Matrix came out, Blade 2, second and third Matrix films. By the time for us to do the third Blade film, I feel like influences from The Matrix and the Blade films has completely permeated the public consciousness.
Remember the second movie where they were just like kicking the air in front of them over and over for no reason. Okay, neither of you are connecting. Why are you kicking? He reminds me of like Rowan Atkinson in some angles, who apparently has a new show coming out on Netflix where he fights a bee.
Where are you?
Yeah, CG. So far, the most attractive form. Yeah, I'd probably fuck it. As long as he's gentle. Try again, bitch! This is much more entertaining. This is infinitely more... It's like, I'm not sure how to rate this one, because, like, I might rate it lower than the other two movies. Like... I rated Catwoman a 1. No way. Good films are like 7 to 10 or 3 through 1. Everything else is bad. 4 through 6 are bad. Bye! She was sleeping. She got morbed. We can rebuild him. Yeah, never, ever. We're gonna make 8 million more. Except Wesley Snipes went to jail. Woo! I knew I was making the right decision watching the third one. There's an after credit scene? Okay, good. Word. Oh shit! Just said word at the end. Is he gonna say I'm gay? Oh, that was it. I guess he's straight then. Yeah, that's not really a post-credit scene. That's just literally him driving, and that's it. Great movie! Awesome movie. What the fuck? People are crazy. So much funnier. So much funnier. I prefer movies where it doesn't feel like I'm experiencing nothing. I would rather experience something a little bad and a little cheesy, a little dumb. Easily my favorite. Easily my favorite. Easily the only good Blade movie. The only not boring Blade movie.